Why did Rome really fall? Friendly narrative. When people think about the fall of Rome, most of us picture the same scenes: barbarians smashing the gates, soldiers fleeing, intrigues unfolding in the palaces. But the truth is this: empires do not collapse for these reasons. The real collapse begins not from the outside, but from within. And the quietest yet most destructive cause of this decay is usually money. Rome disappeared in exactly this way. Why was Rome's money important? Behind Rome's power, there were not only soldiers and armies. There was also a currency that everyone trusted: the denarius. This coin was almost pure silver. Soldiers received their pay in silver. Merchants conducted trade with silver. The people stored their savings in silver. So the denarius was not just a piece of metal. It was the very trust placed in Rome. This is where the problem began. But Rome was very large, and large empires are expensive. Constant wars, constant armies, constant expenses. At some point, tax revenues were no longer enough, and taking more taxes from the people is always dangerous. So the emperors chose the easy path. They began reducing the silver content of the coins. From the outside, the money looked the same, but inside it was being hollowed out. People noticed. At first, no one spoke up, but over time, everyone noticed. With the same money, you could buy less. Prices were rising. Soldiers demanded higher pay. Merchants began to refuse this money. They said, "Give us gold." If not, they preferred barter. When trust in money disappeared, the system began to collapse as well. Things got out of control. As a solution, the state printed even more money, but this was nothing more than pouring gasoline on the fire. Then they tried to forcibly fix prices. They said, "You will sell at this price." Those who disobeyed were threatened with death. The result? The black market exploded. Official trade came to a halt, because everyone knew this. A law cannot make worthless money valuable. A rescue. That came too late. Eventually, Rome abandoned the denarius. It introduced a new currency backed by gold. But for the Western Roman Empire, this move came too late. The army had weakened. Trade had collapsed. Trust was gone. Rome did not fall with a single blow. It collapsed slowly. And at the center of this collapse was money. Why does this matter to us? Because this story is not unique to Rome. It happened in Germany. It happened in Zimbabwe. And today, in different forms, it is still happening. When money is devalued, the people pay the price. Savings evaporate. Trust disappears. And history shows us this. When money breaks, society breaks with it. Final word: the people of Rome never believed their money would one day become worthless. But it did. History whispers this to us. No system lasts forever. And what destroys an empire is most often not the enemies at the gates, but the mistakes inside the treasury.